Hello everyone, welcome to chemistry. Right, so we're going to look at an exam question, specifically on alkali metals. All right, so I want you to get your pen and your book, and let's do this exam question together. Okay, so this is the exam question. We're going to use this space to solve. All right, so I want you to pay particular attention. All right, let me just zoom. How many marks? 6 marks here, you see. So you need to make sure that you get all these 6 marks. Okay, so I've zoomed the question. Now read. Lithium, sodium, potassium, and rubidium are members of group 1 of the periodic table. I hope you have a periodic table. This is important, all right, for your preparation for the chemistry exam paper. Okay, so A, what is the common name given to group 1 elements? What is the common name given to group 1 elements? The common name is alkali metals. So group 1 elements are called alkali metals. Right? Group 1 elements are called alkali metals. Okay. Question 2. State any 2 physical properties of group 1 elements. Only 2. Right? So just give 2. The first one is they are soft and can be easily cut with a knife. Right? So these are physical properties. So the examiner might ask you to give the chemical properties. So you need to know both. Okay? Here we are answering physical properties. So they are soft and, all right, they are soft and can be easily cut. Right? We can cut them with a knife. Can be easily cut with a knife. With a knife. You have your 1 mark there. Second physical property, you can say they have low melting. They have low melting and boiling points. Okay, write that down. They have low melting and boiling points. Okay, if you want, you can also say they have low densities. For example, lithium, sodium, potassium. All right, these can actually float on water. That's your extra point that you can actually keep. Right, so basically, these are the physical properties of group 1 elements. They are soft and can be easily cut with a knife. They have low melting and boiling points. Okay, so they have low melting and boiling points compared to other metals. All right, so you have your 2 marks there. We continue. C. Lithium reacts with water to form lithium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Write a balanced, this is the key word here. Write a balanced chemical equation for this reaction. How many marks? 2 marks. A balanced chemical reaction. Okay? So to write a balanced equation, we start with the formula for the reactants and the products. Are we together? So let me just write from this point here. Okay, so we have, I'll just write here, we have what? We have lithium. lithium donated by Li, and then we have water, right? Donated by what? H2O. And then we have lithium hydroxide, which is formed. All right, when lithium and water react, they form lithium hydroxide and they produce a gas. So let me write lithium hydroxide here. So lithium hydroxide. How is it written? LiOH. This is lithium hydroxide, then hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas, written as H2 there. So these are the formulas for the reactants and the products. Okay, so you need to pay attention on the what? The formulas. Lithium Li, water H2O, lithium hydroxide LiOH, hydrogen gas or hydrogen gas H2. Now we can write the first one. We're going to write the unbalanced equation, then we're going to balance it. Okay, so we have what? We have lithium Li plus water, which is HO2. Let me use a different pen. For water, I will use blue, H2O. Okay, and then we have our arrow there. So this is the chemical equation that is not balanced. We are writing first the chemical symbols and I mean the chemical formulas first. Okay, so what happens? What are the end products? The end products are this here will be formed lithium hydroxide. Okay, and the gas will be also part of the product H2. Okay, so we are writing. We have written already the symbol LiOH plus the gas, hydrogen gas, which is H2. So this one here, this here is not balanced. Okay, we are now balancing it. Okay, so when balancing, okay, we are writing. What are we going to do here? Okay, so to balance the odd number for the hydrogen atoms on the product side there, we multiply lithium hydroxide by 2, then adjust the water and the lithium molecules, all right, to match. So we're going to have 2 here and also 2 there, okay, and also a 2 there. So this is a balanced chemical equation. Okay, let me just write properly. Let me use black. 2 there, another 2 there, and another 2 there. Okay, so this is a balanced chemical equation, and you have your 2 marks there. We continue. D. How would the speed of reaction of lithium with water compare with that of rubidium with water? Okay, how many marks? 1 mark. So there's no need to waste time here. There's no need to actually waste time. Okay, so the reaction, write this down, the reaction of the lithium with water is much slower, right, than the reaction of rubidium with water. Okay, so this should be your point. Remember that in group 1 of the periodic table, reactivity increases as you go down the group. Okay, the reactivity increases as you go down the group. So the simple reason here is this: the reaction of lithium, the reaction of the reaction of lithium with water the reaction of lithium with water is much is much slower. It's much slower than what? Than the reaction of rubidium with water. Okay. Or conversely, rubidium reacts much faster and more violently than lithium. So the reaction of lithium with water is much slower than the reaction of rubidium with water. In other words, you can say rubidium reacts much faster and more violently than lithium. Okay, so you have your 1 mark there. So basically, this is how you answer this question. Okay, right, so we have come to the end of our revision session. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Tutor Be Smart. It is bye for now.